That's key.
It is game 161. The Dodgers up there in Seattle to take on the Mariners at T-Mobile Park. Steven Nelson and Jessica Mendoza will have the call from Seattle. In fact, let's send it out to Steven and Jess right now. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, John. We're outside the house that Hisashi Iwakuma built. T-Mobile Park. I'm kidding. It was Ken Griffey Jr. The Dodgers and Mariners, game 2 of 3. Game 161 out of 162. Up in the booth next to Jessica Mendoza, I'm Steven Nelson. Kirsten Watson's going to check in just a moment. But the Dodgers, Jess, at this juncture, still do not know who they're going to welcome to Dodger Stadium on Tuesday.
We're in game 161. I mean, this is getting crazy. Same with American League, but just look at our side of the bracket. Today, like right now, this hour, it's the New York Mets. By the way, we woke up this morning, it's the Cincinnati Reds. In a couple hours, we get in the 5th inning. It could be the Reds again. Why? Because the Reds have the tiebreaker. They're half a game back. They're winning right now. If they complete that win, they go back into that spot, and that would be who we're playing as the Diamondbacks linger down there, but we're not really worried about them as much as the Mets and the Reds.
That would set up one epic final day of the regular season in the National League postseason picture. Now, this would be a pretty awesome starting pitching matchup if the guys are going full bore. Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers, Logan Gilbert for the Mariners.
Yeah, look at his last 3 starts. The numbers, opponent batting average is one that jumps out the most to me because the swing and miss stuff is always there. It's the walks that you get concerned about. But with Tyler Glasnow, I think, especially knowing because he's not going to have a lot of length, I think let it eat, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Look at his season numbers, the season that he's had in this 18th start.
When we talk about Glasnow not being full bore, Kirsten Watson has the details on that.
Yeah, Stephen, what we saw last night with Emmett Sheehan, his outing, he was only expected to throw 25 pitches, whether that was 1 or 2 innings of work. Ultimately, it was just 1. It's going to be a little bit similar, but for Tyler Glasnow, the leash is going to be a bit longer. For him, Dave Roberts said today that he's hopefully going to get between 3 to 5 innings of work, with the focusing on shortening him up because they do want him to be an option potentially, whether it's as a reliever or even a starter when it comes to that wild card series. Another thing, when you look at just the lineup today, they are without Shohei Ohtani. Freddie Freeman as well as Mookie Betts had the off day yesterday. So for today, it's going to be Shohei, and that means that Tommy Edman will be in as the DH. Still nursing that ankle, but a great way for him to get in that bat seat for the postseason, guys.
Kiké Hernández just wanted to be in your shot, Kirsten. That's what happened there. We got the winners of the West, the Dodgers in the National League, the Mariners in the American League, clashing again in Seattle. First pitch coming your way right after this. Okay.
In Seattle, not sure if we'll see Roki Sasaki come out of the bullpen tonight, but this could be the Dodgers' new secret weapon coming out of the pen, Nomar, in the postseason, at least if his last 2 outings are any indication.
I think you're right, John. What we've seen from Roki has been a different pitcher since coming back and coming out of that bullpen. We see him touching 100 miles an hour, hitting that triple digits. We heard that he can have the velocity, just hadn't really seen it, and there it is. And then that split finger, it's almost just, hey, those 2 pitches will get the job done, and those 2 pitches will play out of the bullpen. So yes, he can be that secret weapon. I also like, it seems like he's smiling, happy, like he doesn't mind the role either.
I love him in that role right now. I mean, 2 pitches, hey, air it out for an inning, and that moose is loose.
Yes, it is. Game 161, the Dodgers taking on the Mariners. First pitch is coming your way. It's not Shohei leading off. It'll be
bacon cheeseburger. But have you tangled with the spicy Western bacon cheeseburger? And by Lexus, experience amazing. Dodgers got to experience another National League West Division celebration. They did that in Arizona, now finishing up the regular season in Seattle. Took down the opener in comeback fashion, and so now they continue to tighten up the gears for October and prepare to host a wild card series, a best-of-3 series beginning Tuesday night back home at Dodger Stadium. On another gorgeous evening in Seattle, the Dodgers are going to welcome back 2 of their MVPs to the lineup. No Shohei Ohtani in this second game, but they will have Mookie Betts, who's hitting .331 since August 5th with an OPS of .930. Mookie Betts does appear to be back, and Freddie Freeman is also back in the lineup, coming off a 2-homer game against the Diamondbacks.
And not just the hits coming around from Freddie Freeman with the power, too, with that 2-home run game in Arizona. Both home runs huge. in that series win. Getting Mookie and Freddie back in the lineup. Looked a little weird yesterday. Does today. You see Tommy Edman up there at the top for Shohei Ohtani. That's the biggest circle difference. First time we've seen that since Shohei went on paternity leave.
And so here's the Dodgers starting lineup presented by your Southern California helpful Honda dealers. Tommy Edman is hobbled. He is not close to 100%, so he's the designated hitter tonight, followed by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Andy Pajes will clean up. Teoscar Hernandez also on the bench. Michael Conforto will bat fifth in left field. Alex Call in right. The final three of the order. Miguel Rojas at second. Kiké Hernández with another start at third base. And then Dalton Rushing doing the catching for Tyler Glasnow. On the mound for the Mariners, final regular season tune-up for Logan Gilbert, an all-star in 2024. The numbers haven't been as good in 2025. He has missed some time with injury, and some say he is still pitching through some injury, but even still, just the numbers are terrific for him.
Yeah, I love that this is like an off year for Logan Gilbert when you look at the numbers. And it's that flexor strain he had. He missed a month and a half of the season. He wasn't really right before that. His numbers have been much better coming off of it. Really, his best start, you could argue, of the season, though, was his last start. That was against Houston, just a 1 earned run, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits. And remember, that was the nail in the coffin to win the division. Logan Gilbert's start is what did that. You look at the numbers in that one, 91 pitches. Talking to Dan Wilson, their manager before the game, they said that was the best start they could ask for him because of what it did to Houston.
And his pitch, just like Yoshinobu Yamamoto, is a splitter.
That splitter is lethal. In fact, it's got the best in MLB as far as batting average against. Looking compared to 2023, as far as vertical drop, you guys are, it's a 9-inch difference. You see in blue, it's still in the strike zone, in red, it's down below, but out of the hand, it looks exactly the same. So just over the last 2 years, how much he's improved that pitch specifically.
Last night, the top of the Dodger lineup wasn't great. 1 through 5, we were combined 2 for 18. Tommy Edman going to try and flip the script, at least at the start. And the first pitch from Gilbert, Edman swinging away and fouling away. Strike number 1. Last time we saw Tommy was on Wednesday, went 3 for 5 against Arizona. And a terrific catch in the field during that series, but unfortunately in that play kind of aggravated the aggravating right ankle injury he's been fighting through for the last year and a half. Skies one to shallow left center. Rodriguez has the first out of the ball game.
That's why an opportunity to give Shohei a day off, one, but Tommy Edman a chance to swing the bat. As much as they want to give him the whole weekend off, they definitely want to keep his at-bats in there as Mookie Betts gets in after having the day off yesterday. Talked to him before the game, Steven, and he was like, I feel like I took the season off. Like, it feels like forever. It was one day that he took off. It shows you how much Mookie and Freddie are consistently in this lineup.
Ball 1 up and away on Betts, who had hits in all 3 games against Arizona. As after going 2 for 18 his previous 5 games to that Diamondback series. Betts' jam flares it to right field, and this shouldn't be a problem for Canzone. It isn't. With the Mariners dropping last night's game to the Dodgers, combined with Toronto and New York both winning their respective games, Dan Wilson's club now knows that the #1 seed in the AL postseason is out of reach. They are the #2. They will have a bye.
Did they really want that 1 seed, though? I mean, do you really want to be facing the best of the AL East? I don't think so. I think that they are happy being in that 2 seed. Now they're going to face someone in the Central, either the Tigers or the Guardians.
Gilbert facing Freddie Freeman and giving him strike 1.
They're in a similar spot as the Dodgers in that they don't know. It's going to come down to game 162, most likely, to figure out who they're going to face.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. As we stand right now, it'd be Seattle against the winner of the Tigers and Guardians series in the wild card round. Cleveland having that 3rd spot and home field advantage as the winners of the Central.
That all can switch up. There
Correct.
are so many if cases. Even Toronto just winning the East.
And it's a conversation every broadcast throughout baseball has probably been having the last month. You'd be hard pressed to remember the last time the league felt this wide open going into October. That is a healthy thing for the sport overall. That is not a healthy thing for fans out there, because you just don't know, on top of the uncertainty that inherently comes with postseason baseball. 2-2 on Freeman. Freddie to left center field. That'll drop for a hit.
Rare hit off the splitter. Talk about how good that pitch has been for Logan Gilbert. There's just over 100 on it. And Freddie Freeman, his swing path. I know it's off the end of the bat. Didn't hit it hard. The point is only Freddie. I mean, his ability to reach, go out, wait, stay with this pitch enough to get it in for a hit.
Gives Andy Pages a chance to hit with the runner on. 2 outs in the first, no score. Pages last night 0 for 4, struck out twice to snap his little 2-game home run streak. Gilbert's 1-1. Pages pops it in the air, first base side. Raley's got no play. Spiked, well blocked by Harry Ford, Mariners' number 4 prospect. Their 3rd catcher on the roster. Keeps Freeman on first base. Here comes a 2-2. Pages pulls it to left field, but Arozarena is there to make the catch. So Freddie is stranded. We'll turn things over to Tyler Glasnow when we come back. Mariners going with this lineup for Game 2. Randy Arozarena, back-to-back multi-hit games, will lead things off. Cal Raleigh, the DH tonight. Julio Rodriguez will bat 3rd. Jorge Polanco was off last night. He'll clean up tonight. Eugenio Suarez at the hot corner. Dom Canzone in right field. Then it's Luke Raley, Leo Rivas, and Harry Ford to finish things up. Tyler Glasnow going to finish up his regular season. Start number 18, his final one. It's a swinging ground ball to 3rd. Kiké Hernández has no play. How many times have we seen that in the last week?
That's how we started the game last night. Randy Arozarena led off the game with a single, hit 45 miles an hour. Off of a slider, literally exactly the same spot. Does it again here.
And so he gets on in front of Cal Raleigh. Well, look, with both these teams knowing what their postseason fate will be to start, guys are now basically playing for the back of their baseball cards. And for Cal Raleigh, with 60 home runs, 2 shy of Aaron Judge's American League record, he's got 2 more days to solidify his MVP candidacy. Ball and a strike.
Everyone's got their phones out, and this is for the Seattle fans why they've come to the park tonight. Steven, you talked about it. Not anything so much for the Mariners to win tonight, but for Cal Raleigh to make history.
Ball 2 down and in. Raleigh had 2 hits last night. Neither of them were homers, but one was a double. So he's hitting .248 this season. 60 homers, 125 driven in.
It was a collective groan when he hit the double. Like, oh, we're so disappointed. It wasn't a home run. It was hilarious to see that it's like home run or nothing.
Fastball down and in, ball 3. Glasnow asking Dan Rizzo where that missed, and it was inside.
Just the list to be on that list for Cal Raleigh.
Only one not wearing pinstripes. This one's pulled down the right field line. It hooks foul and fills the count. And the bigger thing for the Mariners is the way he has swung the bat as a whole the last couple of weeks. Hitting .340 in his last 13 games. Multiple hits in 7 of those games. And I can hear my Mariner friends surrounding it. We just want to see homers.
Yeah. I don't really care about his batting average. Hit 3.
That's strike 3 from Tyler Glasnow. Caught him looking.
Perfect location, too. I mean, the sinker right there. And Cal Raleigh thinking that was further off the plate. Glasnow trying to get in there this entire at bat. Does it perfectly for strikeout. Dodgers strike out 7 hitters in this game. You're getting a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box tomorrow.
1 on, 1 out. No score, bottom 1. Julio Rodriguez steps in. Can't offer it that. Way outside. Rodriguez was hitless in 2 ABs last night, but he did have 3 walks, a couple of them intentional. And he's got things rolling offensively. Takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. Rodriguez is hitting just .227 into late May. He has turned on the Jets since then. Close to .290.
He always started the year slow, but this year felt a little extra slow. I mean, getting, as you mentioned, into May.
Grounds it to Kiké Hernández. This could be 2. Let's see if they can turn. No, not with J-Rod's speed. So Rodriguez replaces Arozarena.
So many different things that Tyler Glasnow does well as a pitcher, but the variance of speeds, his pitch velocity on 4 different pitches he'll throw, from the 4-seam down to the curveball. 13-mile-an-hour difference. Slider mixed in there as well. It's a difference of over 7 feet. By the way, that's how much more ground that Tyler Glasnow gains on his release.
Rodriguez running for second to throw from Rushing. Good work by Mookie Betts to just keep that on the infield. If not, Rodriguez would be on third.
Throwing going up the line, but Mookie.
Ooh.
Talk about athleticism just to get to that ball.
Stolen base number 29 for Julio Rodriguez. He's now a bag away from a 30-30 season. He's going for third because nobody's there, and he does have a 30-30 season.
Yeah, he had those back stolen no matter what. Of course, slider in the dirt.
He is the 7th player in the major leagues this year to hit the 30-30 mark, and is 3 more than any other season in baseball history league-wide. Strike 1, grounded foul by Jorge Polanco. The count's 2-1. And by the way, Randy Arozarena is within striking distance as well. He needs 3 homers over the next couple of nights to join that club. Glasnow's 2-1. Misses down and in. 4 in the dirt. And that has been the bugaboo for Tyler Glasnow throughout this year. It has been the walks that have held him back. That is the 43rd he has issued in 2025. Puts Mariners on the corners. Now face Eugenio Suarez. Suarez first pitch line to third, and Kiké is there. Caught it at the very edge of the dirt to get Glasnow through a scoreless first.
Dodgers are back in the postseason. Come check them out next Tuesday at home, but you gotta get your tickets. So secure your postseason tickets at dodgers.com/postseason.
Michael Conforto kicking off the top of the second here in Seattle. Strike one from Logan Gilbert. Wild card watch for the Dodgers, and in the National League, the Mets beat the Marlins in shutout fashion 5-0 in Miami, and the Reds currently leading the Brewers 7-4 in the bottom of the 8th in Milwaukee. We've been a missed strike two. So if that score holds, the Reds would remain in the final wild card spot via the tiebreaker that they own over the Mets. Which is why Pete Alonso put a part in the Mets victory today against the Marlins, told reporters postgame, "Go Brewers."
Spoil the Reds coming back, because that would switch. The Mets being ahead of them, the Reds would bump back into that bracket spot. And of course, make it come down to tomorrow. But it doesn't matter, because the Dodger fans know they can just show up in LA and they will be playing somebody.
Cut, fouled straight back, still 2-2. Conforto 0 for 2 last night, walked and scored. Same result. I figured with the Mariners going with 3 straight right-handed starters, Conforto should get 3 straight starts to finish his season. Try and find something to click him in before Tuesday. From 0-2 to the count now being full. Pitch number 8 from Logan Gilbert. Conforto puts another one into the net.
Gilbert just hammering the zone too, going all of his pitches in that same slot, but really staying middle. Throwing the slider off that fastball. They know the splitter's coming.
Another payoff. Another foul ball.
That's why Michael Conforto's been so late. He's got to protect against that splitter. Track the ball as long as possible.
Alex Cole waiting on deck. Lengthy AB being worked by Conforto. Shattered batter. The bat goes flying, nearly hits Gilbert, and it's caught it short by Rivas. And that is everything after the handle. Oh.
I mean, honestly, I thought he threw the whole bat. He's barely holding, what, 2 inches in his right hand. You see Gilbert's reaction. That was crazy. See bats split all the time, but not that shallow in the handle.
Fortunate that Gilbert was able to avoid contact with that flying piece of lumber. Get strike one on the inside corner to start Alex Call.
Happy birthday, Alex Call. Turned 31 today. It's cool to talk to Alex too, just about such a great example of appreciating the opportunity to be here, to be on this team. I mean, anytime he can get in at bat, go into pinch run for Tommy Edman, it doesn't matter. He's like this Energizer bunny just jumping out of the dugout saying, all right, I get to play, I get to contribute.
Takes ball 2.
Oh.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Gilbert is ready. So is Call. Strike 3. First K for Gilbert. 2 gone in the second.
Right back with the fastball, just blows it by him, 96 miles an hour. That's where Logan Gilbert's been sitting too, just right in the middle of the plate. Especially with the fastball, he'll elevate here and there. And throwing the slider, splitter, and curveball off of it.
So Miguel Rojas steps in with 2 outs and the base is empty. Good take on ball 1. Close pitch from Gilbert. Rojas doubled last night, his 17th double of the year. 300 hitters last 21 games. On a 1-2 pitch, Rojas tries to check his swing but cannot. Dodgers go down in order in the 3rd. Back-to-back Ks to finish him off by Gilbert. World Champion Dodgers Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box, mastermind behind the Monster Churro, Monster Mozzarella Stick, and Monster Tacos. Roof open again at T-Mobile Park. Dodgers and Mariners into the bottom of the 2nd. Ball 1 from Tyler Glasnow to Dominic Canzone. And the Mariners in that first inning, Jess, they seem to be patient against Glasnow and waited him out. Only 6 swings, 16 pitches that he threw. There's a swing, and another broken bat on the infield. Sky to left, no problems for Conforto.
Well, if your plan is to swing against Glasnow, the chances of you hitting it are actually really minimal. So I understand what the Mariners are trying to do, because really the only way most teams have been able to get to him is to try to wait him out, get walks, get deep in the count, get him out of the game. Tyler's stuff is stupid good. Forcing fastball, the slider, how it's played up, the curveball.
Ball 1 to Luke Raley.
And what's crazy about his stuff is if he just even throws it middle, which is for maybe the top 3% of pitchers, any one of his pitches can get swing and miss in the zone, like right down the middle of the plate. And that's what's hard when you see the curveball he just threw up above the zone. You see it when it bounces twice. Leads all of baseball in opponent batting average. Boom, right there. I mean, that is like where you set the tee up, Nelly. Like, okay, this is where my ideal pitch would be. But because of his stuff, no.
So I was going to ask Jess, first we'll see a 2-1 pitch from Glasnow. Rayleigh hits on the ground to second. This will be the second out of the second inning. We've talked about Glasnow's struggles throwing first pitch strikes and how at times, you know, he'll fall behind or he'll lose the zone. But then a fastball down the middle, it gets a whiff. The fact that he's erratic and at times wild, is that have to be a part of his game, or do you feel like he'd still be just as effective if he threw more strikes?
I think it works on the fastball. I think it works well in the fact that nobody knows, not even Tyler, where the fastball is going to go half the time.
Base hit into right field for Rivas, a 2-out single in the first hit of the inning.
No one wants to get in the batter's box against a guy that throws the velocity he does, the limbs that are coming at you, when the fastball could end up at your near up and in, down below the zone, and he doesn't know. That is intimidating. That is win for Tyler Glasnow. Now, all the other pitches, is it intimidating to have the curveball fly over your head or bounce twice? No. And so that's where I think with the breaking ball specifically, the curveball and the slider, if he can throw those in the zone or have the ability to do that, there's no way you can touch him.
Ground ball base hit for Harry Ford. First to third goes Rivas, and Pajes throws to second base to keep Ford on first. Back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches.
This has kind of been the Mariners to the bottom of the order. I mean, just getting enough to get it through. Their placement on ground balls has been perfect in this series. We've seen weak infield hits. In this case, just a ground ball finding the right spot. Get it back to the top of the order.
So welcome to the big leagues, Harry Ford. Mariners' top prospects. That baseball back, and now he's on for Arozarena. First and third, 2 outs. Arozarena jumping on the first pitch, but fouling it away. The left fielder led off the game with an infield single, just as he did last night. So he's got a little 3-game hit streak going. That's poked in the air to right field. Call camped out. And that ends the innings. A little 2-out rally falls short for Seattle. Tyler Glasnow keeps things scoreless.
Top of 3, we're all tied up. And when you think about the pitching matchup that we've got, something super unique with Logan Gilbert and Tyler Glasnow is actually their extension. They are 1 and 2 in all of baseball, 7.6 inches, so 7 feet 6 inches, excuse me, that they get with their front foot. So you're talking about advantage not just with the stuff, but when they're releasing the ball, you're taking away 7 feet from where they're already at. Both of them bring velocity, great breaking balls, the splitter that we talked about, but 6 feet, 6'8", 6'6". They got the locks, they got that front foot, the extension. I mean, they're basically twins when you think about it, but one more thing to make it hard to hit is the fact that when they're releasing the ball, how close they are to the batter.
I was just saying another thing they have in common. Neither of them are fun to stand in the box against.
I just love when we do the split screen and you realize, okay, hair extensions, foot extension, all the different things that they can do.
Hair extensions. Kiké Hernández leading off. Dalton Rushing on deck. Tommy Edman to follow. Right now the difference in the series is the Dodgers pitching staff keeping the Mariners down with runners in scoring position. And so they give Kiké Hernández to follow up what he did last night in his first plate appearance. He had a go-ahead home run. It was 1-0 Dodgers last night. He had Dalton Rushing on base, and he put one into the seats. Spoils one to stay in there.
Take you back in the 3rd inning. Kiké taking a 2-seam out of here real quick. 2 strike, 2 out, 2 run shot. And then Kiké Hernández, every time we get close to October, this is when he just kicks it in another gear.
That's a fair ball down the left field line. Does not ricochet. Rosarena's just strolling over there to pick it up, with Kiké Hernández content to stroll into second, standing up with the leadoff double. To steal Rick Monday's line, Randy Rosarena was going to pull a muscle out there in left field. Look at I mean,
He's not hurt, folks. He's just Randy being Randy.
It's a nice night for a jog. Well, Dalton Rushing had the game-winning hit last night, an RBI single in the 6th. They made it 3-1, and that helped the Dodgers take the series opener. He's up with Hernandez on second, nobody out. Ball 1 from Gilbert. He's 2 for 4 last night. His first multi-hit game since the Freeway Series in early August. Pops it up here, and Rosarena is there. 1 out. Here's a word from Cerritos Auto Square.
The Cerritos Auto Square sells so many cars because they have low prices, and they have low prices because they sell so many.
So Tommy's turn. Edman 0 for 1. Left to center leading off the game. Off second base. Kiké gets back just in time. Earlier we talked about Cal Raleigh, the Mariners. Anybody on these two teams playing for the back of their baseball cards this series. For Tommy Edman, he is 1 home run shy of a new career high. He's at 13 this year, despite all the injuries and missed playing time. But even still, Edman has a chance to raise the bar for home runs in a single season. Chops it to first, played by Raley. Gilbert will cover the bag. Kiké Hernández gets to third. There are now 2 out.
That's great numbers against Gilbert. 3 for 5, 2 home runs coming into this game.
And now 3 for 6 after flying out in the first inning. And Mookie Betts, since the 6th of September, is 9 for his last 20 with runners in scoring position. Takes ball 1 outside. It's a .450 batting average in risk opportunities for Betts.
That's been the most impressive part about the surge we've seen from him the last couple months, is how clutch he's been.
Good take, but just doesn't get the call. 1-1. Hernandez on third. Gilbert deals, and Betts with a sword, waving at strike 2. Winds have started to pick up here at T-Mobile Park, and the temperatures have seemingly dropped a couple of degrees. On a 1-2. Betts strikes out swinging. So Kiké Hernández led off the inning with a double, but the Dodgers couldn't bring him home. We welcome you back to Seattle, and we welcome the newest member of the Dodger family, Colton Williams Salvage.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Allie and Greg. Just a perfectly precious baby boy coming to the world just in time to see another Dodger division clinch.
Not even 2 days old. Old Colton already saw the Dodgers clinch.
Allie Salvage, of course, one of the MVPs behind the scenes in the Dodgers organization, the media relations staff, and just an all-around angel.
She's the best.
Who is not to be trifled with.
No, that's.
We love you, Allie and Greg, and congratulations to the entire family. Strike one from Tyler Glasnow to Cal Raleigh. No score, bottom three here in Seattle. Raleigh struck out in the first inning. He's now punched out 4 times in 6 plate appearances this series. And people in Seattle have been taught, we had this conversation his first trip up there. Hey, swing for the fences, go for the homers. Well, I think any hitter, I tell you, if you start trying to hit home runs,
Nope.
that's when they stop happening.
Just ask every Little League player, because that's all they try to do. Hit swamp donkeys, as they're called now. Cal Raleigh is honestly one of those hitters that I think the beauty of what he's been able to do from both sides of the plate, by the way, over 20 home runs, both from the right side and the left side. And it's never been done in baseball history. But it's actually just his trust, how smooth he is, a very explosive swing.
Glasnow sits him down again.
Same slot, too, as he got Cal on the first strikeout. Went fastball in. Here comes back with the slider in. Cal Raleigh tried to cheat a little bit. You see him open his hips, thinking it was going to be a fastball in. Said it's a slider down. Only 2 strikeouts for Glasnow, both against Cal Raleigh.
Remember that straw poll you were taking yesterday, asking folks at the Dodgers down on the field, hey, if you had a vote for American League MVP, who would you go with?
Oh, yeah.
And there seemed to be a good contingent said Cal Raleigh. As Rodriguez rocket ones over the head of Glasnow, and Miguel Rojas with some magic. That has everybody here at T-Mobile Park. Doesn't matter if you're wearing Dodger blue or Mariner teal, applauding.
Watch Tyler get out of the way, though. Almost gets him, but Miggy Rowe, are you kidding me? I mean, the diving play, how hard this ball was hit, but then the flexibility to get up, get on your knees and throw him out. Well, he can get down the line, too, but no chance with how hard he hit that. A great play by Miggy Rowe at second base.
The hit probability metric said that at a 49% chance of being a hit. Miguel Rojas accounted for the 51.
Yeah. So not what I'm playing here. Nope.
So 2 outs, the bases remain empty. And now Jorge Polanco takes strike one. Polanco walked in the first inning. He's had a huge bounce back here in Seattle. Already 9 more home runs this year than he hit last season. Switch hitter grounds it to first, just foul of the line. After that foul ball, we have a final score in Milwaukee. The Reds hang on to beat the Brewers 7-4, and so the New York Mets still on the outside looking in of the National League postseason picture with 1 day left in the regular season. Identical records, but Cincinnati has the tiebreaker. On an 0-2, Glasnow just misses inside with the fastball at 99.
So if today was 162, the Dodgers would be playing the Reds in that wild card game. But of course, it's going to come down to tomorrow. There we go. This is what it looks like. Those of you watching our Open, that said Mets. That's how quickly this thing had turned. If you woke up this morning, it was the Reds.
Because the Phillies lost earlier today, the Brewers clinch the #1 seed. Glass now gets Polanco staring, bookending K's for the right-hander in a 1-2-3 third. World Champion Dodgers Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. What a beautiful photo that is. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Teoscar Hernandez embracing after the Dodgers clinch the division. Well, now we're going to go see if Teoscar can top Mookie Betts' interview from last night. Kirsten Watson, take it away.
Thank you, Stephen. Well, Teoscar, you happen to be playing for the other team in the past. What is it like for you just being back here in Seattle, being back here at T-Mobile Park?
It's been great so far. You know, the love has been there. The fans, when they see me, they give me the support. They're happy to see me back. I'm happy just to be back here and you know, say hi to the boys, say hi to some of the guys that I made a good relationship in the year that I play here. You know, it's a good fan base. The people here, they love baseball. So the support for this team they have, especially now that they go into the postseason, is amazing.
You talked to me yesterday just about it was only 1 year in which you were with the Mariners, but those relationships that you've had, you see that with the guys you also have here in Dodger Blue. Andy Paz being someone who's become like a younger brother to you. When you think about just what he's been able to do this year, his second year in the big leagues, the strides that he's made, how would you just describe it?
For me, it's been amazing. See him grow as a baseball player, as a person. Everybody knows the second year is the hardest year for the young guys. He's been handling pretty good. He's been learning. He's got to go through moments that it's not going to be good for him, not going to be good for the season, for his career. But he's keep training, he's keep working hard, just trying to figure it out and just trying to be good.
Why is the second year the hardest? What do you remember about yours?
I don't know. It's something with the league that they start to look at you more, start to use swing, where you hit the ball better, and all of those things. And as a young guys, you trying to do too much, especially if you do great the first year. You're trying to do the same thing even more in the second year, but the league has other plans for you. So. He's been doing really good, and hopefully he can do that and keep doing it in the postseason.
They say this game, it's a game of adjustments. When you look at the adjustments that you've had to make, obviously you did deal with some injury, lower half injuries, coming back from that, getting back on track, being the lefty killer that you've been known to be throughout your career. How have you found just being back at full strength, full health, and being back in right field?
Yeah, that's what is important for me, being healthy. I know the struggles are going to be there, the injuries are going to be there. I mean, you try to not get hurt. You're trying to play your best, but we all know it's not going to happen. At some point, you're going to have something. For me, it's been a little hard this year, but, you know, with the support of my teammates, my family, and everybody else around me, I made it through, and now I'm good and ready to go.
So what does a spa day look like for you? Yesterday, Mookie told me he takes a nap, he's playing some guitar. You do happen to have your cleats on, though, so you are ready if you have to get back out there.
Yes, I'm always, even when the manager told me I'm not going to go in, I always like to have my cleats on. You know, you never know what's going to happen in the game, so I'm always trying to be ready to help the team.
What is your key to recovery, though? Is there something that you do that you've found that kind of just makes the next day even better for you?
I think getting massages, loosening your body. I don't know, but I'm more tight days that I don't do anything. So I try to stay loose and stay ready. So that's the only thing that I do. I don't do much. You know, try to keep my body warm in case something is happening.
I think that's a part of us getting older, don't you think?
I think so, yeah. It's part of it, too. Yeah, I'm getting there.
You have the sweetest boys. What is it like seeing them as they're growing up in Major League Baseball? Are they falling in love with the game? Are they playing just yet?
No. Julian is the little one. He's the one that always playing around with balls, baseball, football, basketball. Always wants to play scotch, but the other two, they're not into baseball, so I'm not going to force them. But, you know, it's been a blessing for me. I got 3 boys healthy. Now they're in school, so they're growing. They're growing, so it's good.
And also, they love the postseason. Watching their joy, the outfits, all of it. How much are you looking forward to just 162 being done with in the most exciting part of the year being here?
You know, playoff is I think for me, it's the most important part of the season. It's when everything matters. It's what we've been waiting for the whole year. You get ready. In 10 months, you start working out, you play the regular season, and now you're looking forward to a playoff. That's for me, that's the biggest thing. Hopefully we are ready and we can be back in the World Series this year too.
It was one of the reasons you wanted to be back in Dodger blue.
Yep.
We cannot wait. Hopefully you guys can find a way to go back-to-back, bringing another World Championship back to Los Angeles. Teoscar, I hope you get to enjoy the rest of your day off.
I will enjoy it. We boys here. Hopefully we can score some runs soon. So we can enjoy it better.
Thank you so much, Teoscar.
Tyler Glasnow got 3 strikeouts in 3 innings. The Dodgers now 4 away from getting you a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow in Los Angeles after you buy a large drink. Glasnow, as expected, done early tonight. Dave Roberts told the media and Kirsten Watson before the game 3 to 5 innings depending on pitch count. Way through 36 pitches to finish 3 scoreless. He averaged 12 pitches per inning, so an efficient night for Glasnow. Welcome back to Dodger Blue Heen Dog, Andrew Heaney. His first outing as a Dodger since early October of 2022. Violation called on Eugenio Suarez before the plate appearance began, so it's quickly 0-2 on the Mariner third baseman. Suarez hit a ball hard his first time up, but right into the glove of Kiké Hernández. Andrew Heaney, 26 games and 23 starts with the Pirates this year. Go grade, 120 innings in a third innings. An ERA of 5.39. Lowest K per 9 rate since his rookie season at 6.3, well below his career mark of 9.2. But now back in the Dodger organization. And finish 2025 on a little upswing. And speaking of swings, there's a swing and a miss from Suarez. A strikeout to announce Heaney's return.
A little bit of what he looked like with Oklahoma City Comets down in AAA before getting called up. 10 innings he threw, a .90 ERA. 13 Ks as he gets the swing and miss on the slider.
Ball one upstairs on Canzone. For Heaney, it wasn't a long time, but it was a good time in Dodger Blue. Signed a deal with the Dodgers, a 1-year pact in the fall of 2021 and 2022. 16 games, 72 2/3 innings, 110 strikeouts. It's a 13.6 K per 9 in terms of ERA plus, 100 being league average. With 133 for Heaney that 1 year with the Dodgers, comfortably the best of his career. And that stint, as short as it was, earned him a multi-year deal with the Rangers and went on to win a World Series with them. Three and 2 on Canzone. Ball 4 and a 1-out walk. Jack in the Box would like a word.
Try Monster Munchies. Monster-sized flavor at the fun-sized price of $3 each.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
That's a ball low on Rayleigh. So what was the magic for Heaney in 2022? He incorporated the sweeper, started to get more swing and miss. Obviously, the innings count indicating that he had to battle the injury bug. 2 starts to open the year, but then he got sidelined for 2 months because of an issue with his shoulder. Gets on the board with strike 1 to Rayleigh. 2 balls and 1 strike. Came back in the middle of June. A few days later, Heaney said the pain was back in that shoulder, so he hit the injured list again. Rayleigh to right. Call hustling after it, not going to get there. He spins and fires back to the infield play at second, not in time. So a 1-out double from Rayleigh, and the Mariners have 2 in scoring position.
First time we've seen the slider in the zone. Heaney was having a hard time placing it. He goes middle there. Rayleigh drives this down the right field line. Alex Call doing a nice job cutting it off, getting it back in.
Infield in for the Dodgers. Ball 1 up on the switch hitting Leo Rivas. Mentioned that earlier. The Mariners struggles with wrist this series. 1 for 15. That's in line with where they've been throughout the year. They are by far the worst hitting team with runners in scoring position of all teams in a postseason spot. 26th in Major League Baseball with wrist. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
We haven't had a chance to really see their whole lineup in this series, as they're doing similarly to what the Dodgers have been doing, and their full lineup has been in there. A lot of the big names. The bottom of the order has definitely been a difference from the top as far as production. I'm trying to change that right here.
A hair high. 2-2. Second and third, 1 out in the 4th. Heaney's 2-2. Dives downstairs. Now we got a full count. Here's the payoff. Heaney tries again. Popped him up. First base side. Freddie Freeman drifting toward the warning track. Has out number 2.
Big out in this scoreless game, just because the infield pulled in when there was less than 2 outs. So many opportunities to score at least a run there for the Mariners. I know they're not in the clear yet, but getting that second out allows the infield to go back. Not as many holes to get those runs in.
1 more out to get. Harrison Ford digs in, aka Harry. 1 for 1, his first big league hit, coming in his 3rd AB. 12th overall pick for the Mariners in 2021. He gets a call in the outside corner. 1-1. Good pitch at the knees.
Especially the angle that Heaney comes at. He's feeling like he's coming from the second base position.
He needs one more strike. And he's got it. Second and third, one out, and he strands them both. The Mariners now 1 for 17 with Risp this series. World Champion Dodgers Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. What a scene this was before tonight's game in Seattle. That's half of Japanese baseball's Mount Rushmore. Ichiro Suzuki and Shohei Ohtani. Fly to right by call. 1 pitch, 1 out for Gilbert in the 5th. Ichiro enshrined as first Japanese player to go into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown this summer. That has not changed a thing for him. The Mariners are here. Ichiro is here. Full uni, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Shagging in the outfield.
Looking like he could go in if they needed him.
Oh, make no mistake, he could.
Well, just to be a fly in right field to hear the conversation. Ichiro talking to Shohei and Shohei doing a ton of listening. I would ask a question and then Ichiro sharing what anyone would give to be able to know that wealth of knowledge shared between the two greatest to come out of Japan.
The thing of it is, Shohei Ohtani still does not think of himself in that light. I had a conversation with him about that very subject. You're just sitting in the clubhouse at Camelback Ranch, and like, hey, do you realize who you are to young kids watching this game, especially Japanese baseball fans? No. He's shaking his head, kind of blushing, uncomfortable at the thought. It's like, well, who are those guys for you? He listed off a litany of Japanese stars that came before him. Of course, he finished with Ichiro, whom he called like a baseball god. That's the esteem that Shohei Ohtani holds Ichiro Suzuki.
Well, and you know this so much, Steven, but how much part of the culture is to be so humble.
Rocketed to right by Rojas, and it skips underneath the glove of Canzone, spins all the way to the wall, and that gives Rojas his second double in as many nights.
This is what Miggy Rowe continues to do. And what I love about his hits is it's misplayed by Canzone out in right field, but for Miggy Rowe just to get that spin, I mean, that thing is spinning because of that inside-out type swing Miguel Rojas had on that fastball to poke it out into right field.
Dodgers threatening in the top of the 5th, 1 out. Rojas on second. Here's Kiké Hernández, who's 1 for 1 with the double. Strike 1 from Gilbert. We're going to check out the best in the game, brought to you by T-Mobile. This was last night. A 2-run homer. Tonight, another extra base hit. Dribbler down the line. So Kiké now 4 for his last 10 with 3 extra base hits. You smell October?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to figure out what you were doing over there. Smelling for October. Exactly what Kiké's doing.
Gilbert gets a call to jump ahead 1-2.
pinch hitter. I mean, that's the biggest note, because October, his role many times could be that, and off the bench, 385 batting average this year.
Among active players, Kiké Hernández, top 10 in postseason homers and ribbies, and he's 11th in hits. Gilbert gets him fishing here.
The good thing is the Dodgers have kept Logan Gilbert to not a whole lot of swing and miss, but when Gilbert has needed it, situations like this, runners in scoring position, gets his 4th strikeout.
Dalton Rushing at a big swing last night. You do it again tonight. Rojas on second, now 2 outs in the 5th. Still no score here in Seattle for the Dodgers or Mariners. '70th pitch of the night from Gilbert, and Rushing rockets the ball deep right field and gives the Dodgers a lead. Rush with an ambush and a 2-run blast.
Gets the slider that he wants, and look at up in the zone. After the timeout called, Dalton Rushing reading it straight out of the hand, blasts that 109 miles an hour out to right field. Dodgers on the board. 2-zip here in the 5th.
Home run number 4 this year for Dalton Rushing, 3rd since August 12th. And considering how much playing time Rushing has had, that's a notable stretch for him. So now 2-0 after the 2-out, 2-run homer. Quickly 0-2 on Edman. Two and two. Edman in the leadoff spot. Shohei Ohtani with his 2nd off day, not including his stint on the paternity list earlier this year. Gilbert's 2-2. Gets Edman swinging. With 2 strikeouts for Gilbert in the 5th inning, but 2 runs on the board for the Dodgers thanks to 1 swing from Dalton Rushing.
For the 2nd consecutive year, Mookie Betts has been nominated for the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One through his work with the 50/50 Foundation. Fans can vote to recognize who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field. Vote today at MLBtogether.com/Clemente Award.
Swinging tapper left side of the infield.
Way.
You have got to be kidding me, Randy Arozarena. Kiké is all of us.
I mean, that's three exactly like that. That's the slowest one that he's hit yet. I mean, just swinging bunts. 2 in this game, 1 to lead off the game yesterday. He's laughing. He got 3.
This was leading off the game. And the one we just saw here, kicking off the bottom of the 5th, that was more similar to what we saw last night leading off the game. Okay, so tying run comes to the plate with Cal Raleigh. Flip to the right side against the lefty Heaney. Raleigh probably happy that Tyler Glasnow is out of the game. He struck out twice against him. Two and one. Raleigh this year broke 3 pretty significant home run records by a primary catcher.
It was Johnny Bench.
Salvi Perez at 48 in 2021. We'll pass Johnny Bench. Mickey Mantle, the most by a switch hitter. Mantle at 54 in 1961. And Ken Griffey Jr. the most by a Mariner, 56. He did that twice in the 90s. It's a good cut. It's a foul ball and now a full count.
He ties Babe Ruth. I mean, just the numbers that he's done. And anytime about what Ken Griffey Jr. has not only done in the game of baseball, but up here in Seattle. I'm just still impressed because he is a catcher and a switch hitter to do what he's done. I mean, breaking Mantle, Bench, and Salvi.
Heaney's payoff will wait. He'll keep Rosarena close to the bag. Give him an extra beat for dealing to Raleigh. Here comes the payoff. Popped him up. There is some wind. And Rojas getting cheeky. So that takes Rosarena off the bases, and now Raleigh will be the base runner on first. Rosarena has 30 stolen bases. Raleigh has 14. Good pitch from Heaney. Strike 1 to Julio Rodriguez. Opposite field single for Julio. First and second for Seattle. Both tying runs are on base now.
Julio just taking the hit where it is. Fastball away, pokes it through the right side.
His first hit of the series, first and second for Jorge Polanco. Okay, so once again, runners in scoring position for the Seattle Mariners. 2-0 Dodgers, bottom 5. 1 out. First pitch to Polanco. Gets the corner. Back foot sweeper nearly hits him. 1-1. Seattle has had opportunities, but the Dodgers have kept them in check. Heaney's 1-1. Misses low. This is Polanco's 12th season in the majors, still 32 years of age. First 10 years of his career in Minnesota. He's traded to Seattle after the 2023 season, and in 2024 it was a miserable one for him. But he has been one of their best hitters in 2025. So Heaney has his hands full. The 2-2 pitch, grounded foul.
Took the night off last night, and see Polanco's turnaround, not just with the power, but the batting averages. Take a look at Jack Dreyer warming up in the pen.
Polanco lifts a fly ball left field. It is gone. A go-ahead 3-run shot from Jorge Polanco. And the Mariners grab a 3-2 lead.
What's been a very quiet crowd erupts. And this is a 2-strike pitch, a curveball. Polanco almost expecting it. Goes down and gets this thing, drives it out. Steven, you're just talking about the turnaround Polanco has had, and that's probably been the biggest difference, is the power of the slug.
Yeah.
Worst years last year, one of his best this year, helping this Mariners offense.
26th home run of the season, his 8th homer since August 22nd. Since that date, 22nd of August, he has the most extra base hits in Major League Baseball. And that was a big one. The Dodgers go from 2 up to 1 down in the 5th. Ball and 2 strikes on Eugenio Suarez. The Dodger lead short-lived. Suarez pushes a fly ball to right field. Call spins around. He's on the warning track, and he hauls in the second out. Mariner fans shooting to their feet as Suarez is 1 home run shy of 50 this year. If he hits number 50, the next game and a half, the first time the majors have this many players with 50 home runs in a season. You got Judge, Raleigh, Ohtani, Schwarber, and Gino 1 away from joining him. 2 outs, bases empty, strike 1 to Canzone.
3 consecutive hard hit balls, 2 off of Heaney. Going back to that Julio Rodriguez single. After Randy Arozarena started the inning off with a 50-mile-an-hour single. Swinging bunt. Mariners, this is their game. You want to take a look at kind of how they've gotten to this point, how they've won the AL West. 2nd most home runs in all of Major League Baseball as far as being home run reliant. 50% of their runs scored via the home run. And that's scary, honestly, heading into October. It's good to be able to have a lot of guys, like you mentioned, could hit the long ball. But you also don't want to be 100% reliant on that being the way that you score your runs.
A little number to the left side, fielded by Heaney, throws a strike to Freeman to finish the 5th inning. But Jorge Polanco with a massive swing, flipping the scoreboard in favor of the Mariners. You're watching World Champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA. It's brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, serving up handcrafted pizza, crispy fried chicken, and famous Mojo potatoes for 70 years. Action-packed 5th inning. The Dodgers got 2 on a Rushing homer, and the Mariners got 3 on a Polanco homer. So Logan Gilbert went from on the hook to now in line for a win. Logan Evans takes over on the mound for the top of the 6th. Just misses. Ball 1 to Mookie Betts. Betts, Freeman, and Pages on the docket for the Dodgers. Go from one Logan to another on the mound for Seattle. Betts grounds it to 3rd. Vacuumed by Suarez. Here's a word from Morongo.
War, live at Morongo, December 6th. Good times.
Final line for Gilbert, 5 full innings, 2 runs on 4 hits. Big one, the Rushing homer, 1 walk and 5 Ks. 75 pitches, 48 strikes. Roller to the first base side. Freeman's retired.
It's been pretty quiet for this Dodgers offense, and the bottom of the order having the only extra base hits in this game. Not just the 2-run home run from Dalton Rushing last inning, but the double from Kiké back in the 3rd. Top of the order has been pretty quiet. Of course, missing Shohei Ohtani at the very top.
The 0-1 to Andy Pages. Fouled away. Dodgers down a run, 3-2, top of the 6th. 2 outs and nobody on. Pages doesn't bite, evens the count 2-2. You're going to get a foul ball this series.
Kind of feels like it. 2 nights in a row, got close.
Yeah.
I'm ready. It's getting a little colder.
I feel great for the hands. cued to the right side, and Evans pitches a 1-2-3-6 to preserve the Seattle lead.
Dodgers are back in the postseason. Now's your chance to experience the thrill of October baseball live at Dodger Stadium starting Tuesday. Secure your postseason tickets at Dodgers.com/postseason.
Jack Dreyer trying to secure his spot on the postseason roster. He'll pitch the bottom of the 6th here in Seattle with the Dodgers trailing 3-2. 67th appearance for Dreyer. 75 in the 3rd innings. Well beyond his previous career high in pro ball, which was set just last year, 57 in the 3rd innings. I was talking to Jack today. Hey, how you feeling? You've had to work quite a bit this year. I feel great. Fresh. Got the routine dialed in. Fly ball left center field. Playable for somebody, and it will be Pages.
So he was telling you how good he was feeling.
Yes, he was.
I thought you were in the middle of a story. So you're like, I was talking to Jack Dreyer, and it was like this whole build-up.
It was just about because the innings. That was it. It was really a simple story.
Okay.
It wasn't anything beyond that.
Because then when the ball gets
Folks,
hit,
I wish you could have seen the panic on my face, because I was like, what are you talking about?
I was trying to help
Jess
you.
was like, what are you talking about?
But we can't talk on air.
Yeah.
So we're trying to communicate without doing it.
It's game 161.
Sometimes
Season's in the books.
you're
Let's
in the
just
middle of a story,
peel
and
the
then they
curtain
hit
back.
the ball, and then you stop talking. So I'm like, well, no, I want to hear the rest of the story. It's such a good story about Jack Dreyer. Well, that's the end of the story, Jess.
I feel like, you ever watch the Chris Farley show? Remember that one time?
That was. I do wish there was a camera in the booth just for that long, awkward pause. You wanted to take a sip of your tea.
I just wanted to drink tea, and then I was questioning my whole existence.
Stephen, tell me more about Jack
No,
Dreyer.
I'm done. No, I have nothing left to tell you.
Not good at that. Just he feels good. Period. Hard stop.
A 2-2 to Rivas. This is up and away. We got a full count. Andrew Heaney pitched 2 innings in his return to the Dodgers. 3 earned runs on 4 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Of course, Polanco's home run.
Well, Stephen, I can tell you guys a story since, you know.
Yeah, please, somebody tell a story.
It only felt fitting. So as you guys know, one of the many pastimes in Major League Baseball is crossword puzzles. These guys, this team specifically, loves the New York Times ones or the New York Post. And so Jack Dreyer, who is a man of many talents, decided that he wanted to see what it takes to create a crossword puzzle. Started working on one. He's now made 2 different ones. Just spending time on the planes, working at different designs, understanding what words work together to create them. So he made one, then all of his teammates did it. I got some feedback. They said it actually was pretty challenging for a few guys who are so used to doing these crossword puzzles. One said, Chico actually in the bullpen said for him it took about 20 minutes, which is a good amount of time because typically he can get through them pretty quickly. But just for Jack to kind of try this, he said it was a fun, almost like a brain game, another way to create strategy and things like that. So there you guys go.
Thank you. I mean, that is
You saved us.
that is very on brand for the Renaissance man, Jack Dreyer. Also, I say this with love. Not surprising that it was challenging to his teammates.
I just love that he's creating crossword puzzles. We got Mookie Betts playing the guitar. I mean, just the plane rides in general. What's happening? Kirsten able to give us the background. Kind of everyone's different personality.
But again, Jack Dreyer feeling good.
He's feeling good. I talked to him before the game, and
feeling great.
went up to him.
Yep. Said, "How are you feeling?"
How are you feeling? I'm feeling good. That's the end of my story.
And I'm sticking to it. 2 outs, bases empty. 3-2 Mariners. A ball and 2 strikes on Harry Ford.
Guys, quickly, I should tell you, if you want to do the crossword, it is on MLB.com.
What?
Yes, Sonia Chan did write about this story, and she actually posted the actual crossword. So Rick Krajewski up there, Dr. Krajewski, we actually worked on it. Oral Hershiser was a part of his first one. So go ahead and try it out. It actually is really fun.
Rick, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Challenge accepted.
Good. Okay.
The 2-2 to Ford. He's in the dirt. Another full count for Dreyer this inning. High fly ball, right center field. Pajes running back. He's at the wall, and he's got room. Still 3-2 going to the 7th. World Champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, celebrating 20 years of good times. Strike on a foul ball to Michael Conforto, who leads off the top of the 7th. The Dodgers led 2-0 after the top of the 5th. The Mariners then scored 3 in the bottom half. Broken bat, little flare, left field, charging a Rosarena, not going to get there. Tying run on for the Dodgers starting the 7th.
Second broken bat of the game for Michael Conforto. This one just chips off versus the last one he left with 2 inches of handle.
Bunts into the air toward the Dodgers on deck circle, and Ford can't haul it in. Not an easy play. Made a good effort at it.
How about the reacts? I mean, as soon as Alex Call showed bunt, watch the reacts be able to just get into position, and it's in his glove.
The bat on the shoulder. And now ahead 2-1. Out number 1 of the 7th.
Del Rojas Got the double back in the 5th inning. Came around to score on the Rushing home run. That was his 4th extra base hit last 6 games.
Down in the Dodger bullpen, Blake Trinan ready to work in back-to-back nights. Oh, 2 on Miggy Rowe. So here we go again, just like last night. These games, on the whole, don't matter for the Dodgers or the Mariners, but it gives them an opportunity to play situational baseball and high leverage baseball just in terms of the scoreboard and the innings. Last night the Dodgers held on to win 3-2. Here tonight they trail 3-2. Down to their last 8 outs. Rojas has the count even. Can't check up.
Cutter off the plate. Does he go? Yes.
So it'll be up to Kiké Hernández. Ball 1, not close. Kiké tonight 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout.
Just the 5 hits the Dodgers have had, and Kiké with the double back in the 2nd inning. Another time there's a runner in scoring position besides the home run that was hit to score Miggy Rowe. Not a lot of opportunities. There's been runners on, some singles, but not getting to second base.
Kiké trying to pull his season average above 200 mark. On a 1-1, he pokes it to right field. It's off the end of the bat, and it is down for a hit. Conforto will go from first to the third. The tying run 90 feet away. Back steps Dalton Rushing. Focus of the Performance Spotlight brought to you by Nissan.
How about those numbers too? 5 for 12. Home run, 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored. And the runs of this game scored via his bat.
He has driven in 3 in the last 2 nights. Dodgers trail 3-2 at the corners with 2 outs in the 7th. In the dirt, skips away, and we're tied. And now the go-ahead run in scoring position with Kiké going to second.
This is a changeup in the dirt. Just Harry Ford tries to backhand instead of getting around it, turn his glove around. As he tries to backhand, it gets off of his shoulder.
Rushing pulls one foul on the right field side. 1-1. Advantage Rushing. 2 balls and a strike. Now level at 3. of Evans. Even 2-2.
Stays off the plate. Doesn't come back over.
Rushing didn't like the call, but he's got to live with it. On a 2-2. Evans misses outside.
How about that take two? No one at the cutter, almost the same location. Dalton Rushing, because he's behind the plate, he knows, okay, I got your strike zone. You made one mistake, you're not going to make it again. I'm going to spit on this curveball knowing it is a ball.
Now the payoff pitch. Broken bat roller to the right side. Backhanded at second by Polanco, who makes the play. So Hernandez is stranded, but the wild pitch, or the pass ball rather, scores the Dodgers' third run. We're tied as we stand for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Sit and Sleep, SoCal's most trusted mattress store. World champion Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Check out the full lineup of stylish and powerful trucks and SUVs. It's time to see Ford in a new light. This game in a new light. The Dodgers tied it in the top of the 7th. Now the bottom half. 3-3 here in game 2. Here's Blake Trinan.
Big opportunity. Blake Trinan back nights. I know we talk about these games might not mean anything as far as the overall picture, wins and losses, but for Blake Trinan, 2 close games to be able to come in, see where he's at. Huge opportunity to be able to get these reps in before the postseason.
Gave up a run last night. 1 inning, 2 hits and a walk through 20 pitches, 14 strikes. His last 9 games, Trinan is 1-5. His ERA 13.5. So you're exactly right, Jess. Any chance that Trinan has this weekend to find himself mostly between the ears, he's going to jump at. And add some bite. 1-2. That's more like it.
It's the sweeper that we know, and a good hitter to throw it against. Randy Arozarena, who likes to chase.
Beware the swinging bunt with the Arozarena, who's now staring down at Kiké Hernández, who's staring back at him.
That was awesome.
That was hilarious.
Well, because he did it. He fouled one off that went about just the stare down between.
And Kiké was giving it right back to him. Ooh, just missed it. Trinan 2-2.
Kiké jokingly came up above in front of third base as if he was going to play him there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Base hit into center field. A 2-strike single to kick things off for Seattle in front of the big dumper, Cal Raleigh.
60 home runs this season, leads all of baseball. In case you've been living under a rock, this has been the home run king throughout the season. He won the home run derby.
Go ahead run on first base, no outs, bottom 7 for Seattle. Raleigh has come to the plate with runners on base 5 times in this series. This is now his 6th time up there. He is 0 for 5 with 4 Ks. Wave and a miss, 0-2.
Beautiful pitch. Blake Trinan. This is the good stuff when he's got the sweeper with the swing and miss going to that back foot.
He had 2 strikes on Arozarena. Couldn't put him away. Has 2 strikes on Raleigh. Can he put him away? Something he was elite at last year, he has struggled with this year. Here comes the 0-2. Got him swinging.
Just a great pitch sequence. Starts him up with the fastball above the zone, sweeper down below, and then goes back, but now even higher. Because to your point, Steven, he did not want this pitch to be hittable. You get him 0-2, make him chase, and he does just that.
Back-to-back 3 strikeout games for Raleigh. He had 2 total. His previous 31 coming into this series. That was the 7th K for the Dodgers staff tonight, which means tomorrow you can celebrate by going to a Jack in the Box in LA, buying a large drink, and getting a free Jumbo Jack. Violation on Julio Rodriguez, so that's strike 1. 1 on, 1 out in the 7th. 3-3 ball game. Good pitch from Trinan. 0-2. The crew cut down to the bullpen as Trinan was warming up. Threw a pitch, and you saw he and Josh Bard both plotted. They liked where he was at.
Sweeper off the plate, make him chase.
Tipped into the glove, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Trinan against Raleigh and Rodriguez.
Went back-to-back with that sweeper. Not even off the plate. This is, you know, when it's good. Still over the part of the plate that Julio Rodriguez could normally hit, but all that spin, it's another swing and miss.
That one on 2 pitches because of the violation. It comes down to Jorge Polanco. Gave the Mariners the lead in the bottom of the 5th with a 3-run homer. The Dodgers have since tied it. Strike 1.
That was against Andrew Heaney back in the 5th inning. Took a breaking ball down below the zone. 2 strikes.
Runner goes. The throw from Rushing is late. Stolen base for Randy Arozarena.
It's a 3rd stolen base in this game. Julio went back-to-back back in the 1st inning.
Now that is part of the scouting report against Blake Trinan. Be aggressive on the bases if you can. That puts a runner in scoring position for Polanco. Two outs, Arozarena on second. A 1-1. Hop back foul, a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. That's more like it from Blake Trinan. Leadoff base hit, then 3 straight Ks. Tomorrow, game 162 and the final regular season start for number 22, Clayton Kershaw. Expected to take the ball for the Dodgers regular season finale tomorrow here in Seattle. A lot of anticipation for that as Edmund pulls strike 2 foul.
A lot of fans getting tickets coming in as if the series wasn't already sold out. seats all the way up to the very top row. Standing room only. Tomorrow, it's going to be rocking.
Rolled to second for Edmund. That's out number 1 of the 8th. Special guests making the trip up. Rick Honeycutt flew up this morning, so Honey is here. Expectation is that A.J. Ellis will be here.
That's so cool.
I hope you'll join us tomorrow on Sportsnet LA if you can't make the trip here to Seattle.
Kirsch was around the batting cage. He grabbed Dalton Rushing's bat actually for a couple minutes. We've seen him a couple of times this year take batting practice and launch balls over the wall like it's no big thing. Thought he was going to do it today. He thought about it. Of course, the tank top, sleeveless shirt he was rocking, showing off the biceps. Even Dalton was like, "You want to take some swings with this thing?" So he was asking him, "Okay, so what do you use?"
Sent to center, right at Rodriguez. 2 outs for the Dodgers in the 8th.
He thought about it. Then I was watching Doc watch him. Just Doc going, "No, no, 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 we don't. No, bad idea. Put the bat down."
No. Kirsch, you just get ready for Sunday, please.
I know we're having fun. No, we're enjoying our last few moments. Let's not hit.
Dodgers 3, Mariners 3. Top of the 8th. 2 outs. Here's Freddie Freeman. Freeman's reached twice tonight, a single and a walk. Ball 3. How aggressive will Freddie be? The 3-0 pitch. He was watching all the way. A 4-pitch, 2-out walk. Matt Brash, one of the top relief arms for Seattle, getting loose in the bullpen. A strike to Andy Pages. Pages hitless tonight and in this series. Oh, 0-2. Two outs, Freeman on first. The 0-2 pitch to Pages. This is low and away. Level count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Logan Evans approaching 50 pitches out of the pen. Came on for the 6th, still out there in the 8th. Pages hits a fly ball left field. Arozarena on the warning track makes a leaping catch. Pages just missed the go-ahead homer. Remains tied at 3 going into the bottom of the 8th. Coming up, Access Sportsnet Dodgers, presented by Mercury Insurance. John Hartung, Jerry Harrison Jr., Nomar Garciaparra. Jess, did you know that Ichiro is Jay Harris' friend?
I would have had no idea. Glad he has a sign to let us know that.
Dodgers and Mariners tied at 3, bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Alex Vesia. Face Eugenio Suarez. 1-1 inside. Hesung Kim comes off the Dodger bench. He's now playing shortstop. Good fastball from Vesia. 1-1. On a 1-1 pitch, Suarez takes the ball in the dirt.
Suarez has been very quiet this series. 3 strikeouts total. He came up actually in the game against Tanner Scott. Had a huge opportunity for the Mariners. The bases loaded.
We saw Blake Trinan show a flash of his old form in the 7th inning. Alex Vesia also trying to get back on the track that the Dodgers know him to be on for most of the year. Giving up an earned run in 6 of his last 14 appearances. Frustrated with that fastball, which missed, and now we got a full count. Vesia's 3-2. Struck him out.
See, this is what impresses me so much is Vesia. You saw how frustrated he was. Let that fastball ride before that. Ends up 2 feet above home, the strike zone, and then he comes right back to the letters to get Suarez to strike out again. So to be able to make that adjustment that quick with the frustration he had says so much about what Alex Vesia is about.
4 straight Ks for the Dodgers. Now 10 in the game. Strike 1 fouled away by Canzone. Number 6 hitter is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Yes, he did. 0-2. That's 3. 2 gone.
Yeah, Alex Vesia, it looks like he's throwing his whole body at you. 92 miles an hour, looks like 99. The way he elevates that fastball, the energy that he throws with. And you can tell, yes, between Trinan and him, they are pitching for something. They understand what they need to do, what they need to get right, heading into Tuesday's Game 1 in the Wild Card Series.
It's a whiff and strike 1 on Raley. Two outs, bases clear in the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 3. Vesia's 1-1 to Raley. Caught on and missed. Strike 2. They're mowing him down. Vesia strikes out the side in the 8th. 6 straight Ks from Trinan and AV to keep us tied at 3. We go to the 9th.
Dodgers are back in the postseason. Now's your chance to experience the thrill of October baseball live at Dodger Stadium. Secure your postseason tickets at Dodgers.com/postseason.
Ninth inning at T-Mobile Park. Dodgers and Mariners tied at 3. Michael Conforto leading off against the Seattle closer, Andrés Muñoz.
It's hard to believe his numbers even better this year than they were a season ago. How about that 1.47 ERA? You know the Mariners because of their pitching, but you also know how they can close out games. Muñoz, a huge part of why the Mariners have been so successful this year.
38 saves, third most in baseball. In a save situation, just getting some work in. Michael Conforto singled and scored his last time up. He's 1 for 3.
That's the pitch that's been the most deadly. Muñoz has had the most success is the slider. Hitter's just hitting 103 against it. The slug is 119. No home runs the entire season on that pitch.
9 straight scoreless appearances coming into this series. But his night starts with a leadoff walk to Michael Conforto. Alex Call 0 for 3 with a strikeout tonight. Mariners were guarding against the bunt. Call didn't show any signs of it there. Takes ball 1 low. That's further downstairs. Ball 2. And that'll prompt the mound visit from the rookie catcher Ford. Good visit, strike 1. Two and 2 after the foul ball. That'll back Suarez up. He was playing in at third.
Alex Call's been so good all year long. 2 strikes.
On a 2-2 from Muñoz. Call checks his swing and a breaking ball away, and he held up. Here's the payoff with Conforto running. It's ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the 9th.
Muñoz had 2 total walks over his previous 13 appearances total. Walked the first 2 tonight, so definitely out of sorts. I think it's a different. See Treinen and Vesia just putting themselves in a situation, knowing what they're going to be in October. For Muñoz, a lot of times for closers, okay, this is not a safe situation. It's not a meaningful game, and it's almost like he's having a hard time gripping that.
So here's Miguel Rojas, first and second, no outs in the 9th, game tied at 3. 1 for 3 tonight with a double and a run scored. Shows bunt, pulls back as Muñoz misses the zone again. It has been a strong finish to the season for Miguel Rojas. Bunts it foul over the net. Dodgers have 2 on. It's the 5th time all season in 64 games that Muñoz has issued more than 1 walk. So now it's up to the Dodgers to cash in on a 1-1. Rojas bunts it foul. 1-2. Back-to-back failed attempts to get the bunt down.
See how frustrated Miguel Rojas. He prides himself in doing just this, being able to move runners, do the small things. Something he usually does very well, being able to get the bunt down. 0 for 2.
So now he's got a swing. Out with a pitch away, 2-2. The way he's been swinging it, you could argue should have been swinging from the start. Now he's got a battle in a 2-strike count.
I think part of that is also just showing, okay, what can we do with this part of the order when we get runners in scoring position? We get against good pitching. We got to be able to lay down bunts at times. Not a big part of the Dodgers game at all, but for certain hitters, testing.
2 on, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Muñoz deals. Rojas cues it to the right side. And so after all that, he got the job done.
You know how hard it is to do what he just did too. He had a sinker up in his hands. Too close to take with 2 strikes, and honestly just pushes this thing to the right side. This is what I love about Miguel Rojas. Understanding I gotta hit the ball over to this side, stay away from a double play, and the miss hit does the job.
2 in scoring position for Kiké Hernández. Infield in for the Mariners. First pitch launched to left. Arozarena running after it. He's not going to get it. It's all the way to the wall. Conforto is in. Call behind him. Kiké Hernández breaks the tie.
I mean, Kiké Hernández is just a different hitter this time of year. I mean, period. Home run yesterday. He had the double earlier in this game. Now the second double, scores 2 runs. First pitch, he gets a slider up in the zone. Look at that swing. Just a beautiful job of being able to get this down the line.
Did he not know where the ball was off the bat?
Almost like looked like he was looking up.
5-3 Dodgers, and now Kiké on second for Rushing.
I was trying to figure out why it took him so long to get to second base, because Randy Arozarena, not a lot of speed. It took a second to kind of almost find the ball.
98 clips the outside corner. 0-2 on Rushing. Edgardo Henriquez getting ready for the bottom of the 9th inning. Rushing leads to center field, but right at Rodriguez. Hernandez will tag and head to third. First time since the 10th of July. Andrés Muñoz has given up multiple earned runs. 2 so far in the top of the 9th.
It's the 2 walks to Conforto and Call to start this inning off. You cannot give the Dodgers base runners and expect them to not capitalize.
Edmonds swings at the first pitch, grounds it to the right side, picked up at first. Muñoz covering, and that ends the inning. Kiké stranded, but he brought home 2. 5-3 Dodgers. They need 3 more outs. After the top of the ninth, Kiké Hernández, first visitor. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts came out of the dugout to greet the Dodger third baseman, who just gave the team the lead with a 2-run double. Back-to-back walks to start the ninth against Muñoz, and Kiké brought him home. And so now Edgardo Henriquez has a chance for his first save of the season.
A good test for the young pitcher. We talked about the last 3 pitchers in different ways. Treinen coming into this one. I mean, even going back to Jack Dreyer, Vesia, here for Henriquez to be able to hold this lead, close out this game.
8-9-1 due up for Seattle. Leo Rivas swings at the first pitch and fouls back, strike 1. Rivas tonight 1 for 3. Henriquez, kind of like Jack Dreyer, ended up giving up a run in Tuesday's loss to the Diamondbacks by a scoreless outing on Wednesday. A foul ball, 0-2. He did get a blown save on Wednesday, though, because he allowed the runners that he inherited to score. But then he got a hold on Tuesday despite giving up a run. So that's the fun of baseball scoring. The 0-2 to Rivas. Caught on and missed, strike 3. 101 on the fastball from Henriquez.
They bring the heat. 9th inning. Beautiful job, 101 miles an hour, top of the zone. 7 straight strikeouts. Treinen, Vesia, Henriquez join the party.
Now Harry Ford. 5-3 Dodgers. They need Henriquez to get 2 more outs to clinch this series. Two. On a 1-1, Ford takes outside. Downstairs, and that's ball 3.
It's the 3rd time he's hit 102 miles an hour.
Ford out in front of that, full count. It's the 2nd time since 1920. The Dodgers bullpen has struck out 7 straight batters. Both this season. Both this month. Full count on Ford. Tying run on deck for Seattle. 8 in a row. So a new Dodger record in the live ball era.
With this bullpen and this month, what has been a weakness turning into a strength tonight. 8 straight strikeouts, finish him off with 102 miles an hour.
Back to the top of the order. Randy Arozarena steps out as Henriquez delivers strike 1. Mariners down to their last out. 0-2. The 0-2 from Henriquez. Got him swinging. The Dodgers put Seattle to sleep with 9 straight strikeouts to end the game.
I mean, I'm impressed with everyone who came out of the bullpen, but Edgardo Henriquez, are you kidding me? 102 miles an hour consistently, top of the zone. Yeah, he mixed in the slider, but no chance. Rivas, Ford, and Arozarena, 3 straight to end this game. Beautiful job from the bullpen for the Dodgers.
And the bottom of the order, 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases. The biggest one, the last one. Kiké Hernández with a 2-run go-ahead double in the top of the 9th inning. The Dodgers clinched this series, and now all eyes turn to Clayton Kershaw, who will make his final regular season start of his Hall of Fame career tomorrow afternoon in Seattle. For Jess Mendoza, Kirsten Watson, and our terrific crew, both traveling and here in Seattle, I'm Steven Nelson. Good night. Get some rest. We're back at it tomorrow morning.
God bless you. I'm up on this one again. No. Double pro. I met this girl last December. Her name na Monica. She sent me her picture from Twitter. She dey always wear short Nika tie. Monica too fine, no, but Monica too like money. I spend money for Monica. She still the follow. She still the waka. See Monica with Brandy Boy. I see Monica with the Pro. I see Monica with Tomo Healer. GC, now waiting this up. God forbid Monica. Monica no be wife for Natia. Too much money for Monica. I buy many things for Monica. Yeah. School fees for your brother. Christmas clothes for your sister. Plenty wrapper for your mother. I buy your father Okada tie. She still the waka. She still the follow. God forbid Monica. Monica no be wife for Matilda.
If you get money, Monica go stay with you. If you not go get money, Monica fit stay with you. Monica, follow. If you get big things, she swallow. If you don't get, borrow. Monica don't take for Kalukanika, fish shame you. If you're today, no be the same you. Why can't they love the same you? Monica, when I see for Facebook, Monica go far away. Monica, they will that day. Fuck me, I go away. We tell me I like it. Just you can't spend money. Monica want come party. If you no come concert, Monica no be Dundee. She like Dundees.
Come to my place, she go run, come. I swear she go run, come. She see me take out money, she go shake bum. She go shake bum. She dey pepper for mat like say I lick dum. Like say I lick dum. She do like skin that she know they use condom. I swear she know they use condom. Monica,
oh, Monica go kill the best, yo.
Too much money for Monica. I buy many things for Monica. Yeah. School fees for your brother. Christmas clothes for your sister. Plenty wrapper for your mother. I buy your father Okada tie. She still the waka. She still the follow. God forbid Monica. Monica no be wife for Matilda.
It's time to give me no